Hi there. In this section, you are going to learn about hyperbola. So let's begin. Defining hyperbola. A hyperbola is the locus of point whose difference from two fixed points in the given plane is constant. In order to understand this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to first grab the hyperbola. So this is my x-axis and this is my y-axis. Now let's grab the hyperbola. So if I do that, I will get a graph something like this. Now let's consider the fixed point. So my first fixed point is this point and my second fixed point is this point. And basically they are the foci of the hyperbola. So this is my first focus f1 and this is my second focus f2. Now the point of intersection of hyperbola and the x-axis is this point, which is basically the vertex. In the same way, this point is also the vertex of the hyperbola. And the point of intersection of x-axis and y-axis is this point, which is basically the center. Now, if we find the distance between two vertices, basically this point and this point, then the length will be 2a. And if we find the distance between first focus and the second focus, then the distance will be 2c, which is over here. The x-axis for the hyperbola is known as transverse axis and y-axis is known as conjugate axis. Now let's consider a point over here and here. So my first point is this point, which is P1, and I have another point over here, which is P2. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect point P1 with F1 first and then point P1 with F2, and in the same way I'm going to connect point P2 with F1 and then P2 with F2. Now let's use the definition of the hyperbola, and if we do that, we will write P1 F2, which is this line, minus P1 F1, which is over here, is equal to P2 F1 minus P2 F2, which is over here, is equal to constant. This is how the hyperbola is defined.